Senior Rotax getting underway any moment now with Amesbury Plans who once again have been out on the track ahead of this meeting, getting the marbles swept off the circuit, making sure it is prime and ready for racing across this weekend. So Senior Rotax, of course, much like the juniors, with a B and an A final coming up later on. Alexander Call from Morgan Hudson Brown, Ross Tyler, Jonathan Relton, Caitlin Seabrook, Adam White in 6th position on row number 3. The 7th row is the number 71. Tom Pryor, Cassie Zeth, Sam Baker, Keon Geraghty, Romarian Ubhi and Alexander Adams Acton in 12th position. Stephanie Hubika, Guy Cunnington in 14th. Pearson, Bullock Carter, Kai Hunter, George Donald and Benjamin Southgate on row number 9. The 10th row of the grid made up of the number 54, Michael Morgan, George Hunter, Sam Dickens on row 11 from Alex Duncan, Mitchell Mulvey, Rachel Robertson in 24th in cart number 56. And moving towards the final part of the grid, Deacon Russell 121 from Arnold Hamilton, Lucas Ellingham, Jugas Pavlonis, Isaac Reynolds, Ennis Alabju in 30th position, cart number 67. Elliot Pugh and Al Kerwee rounding up the field as they come to the line, Charlie.
Here's Senior Rotax and we're off and away for the final heat of the day for them. Alexander Cole takes the lead. Oh, a little bit of a bump from Ross Tyler. Wow, what a save from Ross Tyler, who was sideways going into the corner. There's a couple of drivers off, and I think that's George Hunter. Cassius de Uff has some problems there as well. But Alexander Cole, what a start. He's built a brilliant gap so far. There's Kean Geraghty, who's made his way into 2nd place, recently moving over to... Oh, there's a couple of drivers off in the chicane. I couldn't see who that was, but there's Thomas Pryor, who's leading the pack. From... I couldn't see who that was. One of the Hunter Motorsport carts. There's Guy Cunnington and Ross Tyler making his way through. Morgan Hudson, late move there into the last corner, Kim Bolton corner. There's been so many overtakes going on. I'll have to see how it all plays out. Coming out of turn 1, so it's Alexander Cole, who's taking the lead of the race.
Kean Geraghty with a good start there. We're looking at him now, number 73, just ahead of this camera shot. There he is, 73, getting ahead of the number 52, Guy Cunnington. Both those drivers had excellent starts. Cunnington making up 11 places, Geraghty making up 8. Morgan Hudson Brown close behind. Alexander Cole has got away quite nicely at the start, though, and leads by 1.2 seconds. The early action here is the 52 of Guy Cunnington, who is keeping the pressure on Kean Geraghty. Like I say, these have both had excellent starts to the race. They really got through well. Oh, nice move down the inside there from Cunnington. Can he make the move stick? Geraghty, who looks over his shoulder, immediately going to try and switch back as they come down into the first corner. Geraghty having a look, but thinks better of it. Follows Cunnington through. Morgan Hudson Brown a bit further behind there, but Cunnington, much like Geraghty, actually having a very strong start to the race here. I think these drivers just trying to work together here to try and close up on Alexander Cole, who got away very strongly at the start of the race, and they'll be keen not to let him get too far down the road here.
That is very funny here, because Guy Cunnington has his own team, Guy Cunnington Racing, and Alexander Cole is actually running with the same team as him. So Guy Cunnington coaching these young drivers, trying to, get them to the best of their ability. Alexander Cole holding on here, but Guy Cunnington will soon be on the back of him, and I hope not. I hope there won't be any team orders, but that's Kai Hunter in your screens. Kai Hunter in P4. That's Thomas Pryor. He's having a look on, I think that'd be Pearson Bullock Carter, who had some troubles yesterday with having a slight tangle with another driver who kind of sent him off.
At least with Guy Cunnington, it's not like a Denny Hamlin situation in NASCAR where you own one team and drive for the other. That could get a bit complicated, couldn't it? So, yeah, he's up against his teammate and driver here. So, could be a couple of factors in at play. And obviously, you could also say teacher versus the pupil here as well.
Well, I hope it's not the case of if you take your teammate out, you're out the team. So, there's Sam Baker on a move for Paul Morgan Hudson Brown, really pushing him wide and showing him, well, I want a bit of the track. So there's Romarian Ubi, who's holding on. I couldn't see who that was for. I think that is for near the top of the pack. It's P6. So Romarian Ubi holding on brilliantly there. Sam Baker in P7 on that MS car. There's Ross Tyler, has made a mistake and loses a position. Sam Baker right behind. Will he go for the move as well? There's Pearson Bullock Carter, Ross Tyler's teammate, who will have a look on him as well. But Ross Tyler making a few mistakes here, being put under the pressure. Sam Baker using too much. Oh, who is that? That looks like Sam Dickens.
Yeah, Sam Dickens has gone off, and there you can see when you get onto the grass, it's so boggy out off the side of the circus. Another driver in trouble there as well. you've got very big difficulties getting back on the circuit. It's so wet on the infield, and there you see the unfortunate 175 Dickens. Of course, the steam being the water that's hitting that hot engine, nothing technical. He's going to have some hard work getting the kart back onto the circuit. Yet again here, Charlie, much like there's another stricken driver.
That's George Hunter.
George Hunter, is it? That's
so he had some troubles at the start of the race and has fell into more troubles in the race. So unfortunate with George Hunter. Hopefully he can sweep this off and get back on terms.
And whilst that was all going on, Guy Cunnington then into the lead.
Pearson Bullock Carter has taken the move on Ross Tyler, on his teammate. Morgan Hudson-Brown following just behind, but you were just saying Guy Cunnington has taken a lead on Alexander Cool, so Alexander is going to kind of follow behind, whilst Keane Garrity very much closes down on the top three. But
that was Ross Tyler in there, Morgan Hudson-Brown, George Donald, Alexander Adams Acton, Lucas Ellingham in this battle. Just on the edge of the top 10 here, we see one or two of the stricken karts. They'll have to fall in line here because there's a waved yellow, some karts on the edge of the track. There's the number 30, currently sitting on the edge of the top 10. Kai Hunter moving through the field quite nicely as well. We'll look out for him as the race draws to a close, as he set the fastest lap of the race, the GP kart, who is just ahead of this little battle. There we see just bunching up there behind the number 30, Morgan Hudson-Brown, George Donald right in there. There's a little bit further down there, Benjamin Southgate, Gravalonis, Deacon Russell all going through. Still 3 minutes on the clock here, and a driver who's been slowly and steadily making his way through the pack is Kai Hunter, who is up to 4th place.
Brilliant driving there, and you just saw Lucas Ellingham making an overtake on your screens. There's Sam Baker in front of Pearson Bullock Carter. Sam really pushing the kart to its limits. Pearson just sitting behind. Maybe he can look for a move on the JDR kart. And there's Memorial and Ubi just in front, just trying to pull away. There's Pearson Bullock Carter, late move. Kim Bolton corner. That is a brilliant overtaking opportunity, and he's definitely got the job sealed and done. And here's Sam Baker back on the back of Pearson Bullock Carter. He's going to try and hold with him, and maybe you can look for a move back in later in this race. You can just see just behind you Ross Tyler and George Donald. Maybe George might look for a move, but he's going to have to watch out because there's a charging Lucas Ellingham, who is started near the back of the pack and is making his way through the field.
Yeah, it's coming together quite nicely. There we see the leaders coming up to the final corner of this battle at the edge of the top 10, looking very close indeed. It's all starting to get a bit close at the front of the field. Oh, as we see a little bit twitchy there from Ross Tyler.
There's George Donald, and Lucas Ellingham follows through. There's Ross Tyler, who's had to maybe hold back a precision, but George Donald manages to get through. Lucas Ellingham having to wait for his next opportunity. Ross Tyler definitely defends, and Lucas Ellingham on the inside just about gets it done. He just gets his nose in and holds the position there. Alexander Cool still holding on, but there's Alexander Adams Acton on Ross Tyler. He gets pushed wide onto the grass, so Adams Acton trying to make a move on his teammate, and a bit of banging and bobbing, and he's definitely off. There's Rachel Robertson on your screens, just on the back of the 88.
Here we go back to where the leader's going over the line, and that back.
And Thomas Pryor does them both. So brilliant move there by Thomas Pryor, who manages to make both moves on the two Jacks karts.
And a warning there for Ross Tyler, number 30, for bumping out there as well. He losing out there to the number 342 Armand Hamilton, who's coming through the field quite nicely. Leaders making their way up to there. You see him just going out of your shot there, up towards the Dan Weldon corner. Kai Hunter's moved up to 3rd. Another fastest lap of the race, incidentally, for Kai Hunter in 3rd. As we look at this battle on the edge of the top 10, still running very closely, Ellingham, Pryor, Tyler, Hamilton. So Ross Tyler indeed getting a warning flag there. Number 30, the driver in your shot, but he'll carry on, of course. Here they come through towards there. So Pryor, of course,
Alexander Acton, he's on Ross Tyler again. And who's that following through? I can't really see how that was. I think that's Deacon Russell.
Deacon Russell in
so
there
on that MLC, on that MLC car, watch out for him.
There's Pearson Bullock Carter there, number 9. He's had a good steady race up to 6th position. We've got 4 seconds left on the clock, so last lap next time around. You just saw your leaders in the shot there. Cunnington still leading, Cullup to 2nd, Hunter 3rd, and Garrity 4th, and very close between those drivers. 1.6 seconds still actually at the edge of the top 10. And there we go through Derek's corner. So the leaders, meanwhile, making their way down towards the final corner. The battle's still very close to the edge of the top 10.
Kai Hunter's really closing on Alexander Cool, so this might be one to watch out for on this final lap of the race. The brilliant driving here. There's Sam Baker having to defend from, I think that's George Donald. George Donald maybe might go for the cutback.
Number 6. That's number 16 there, George Arnold wasn't having a good look there at number 31 of Sam Baker. Oh, trouble though for 77. Yeah, Rawanubi in trouble.
I couldn't really see what happened there, but the kart was definitely slowing down. Pearson but the kart managed to get through, so I don't know if there was any contact involved. But Lucas Ellingham closed onto the back, and around the final corner comes Guy Cunnington. Guy Cunnington takes the win in the final heat for senior Rotax, making up 13 places. Alexander Cool just about holds on for P2. Kai Hunter makes up 13 places to round out the podium spots. Keen Garrity just holding on. Pearson but the kart to make up 10 places to make up to P5. George Donald, and watch out for Lucas Ellingham, made up 19 places into P8, so watch out for him in the final coming up. Armand Hamilton making up 17 places to P9, so there's a lot of drivers who are charging through the field. Watch out for Deacon Russell in the final as well. When he tries to make his way through the field, he's made up 13 places in that heat. So there's a lot of drivers making their way through, and definitely showing that
like you say, Armand Hamilton there, 17 places, number 342, going up quite well. That's the number 61 there coming off the circuit now. With Isaac Reynolds, 27, so I think will be the riders, some of the drivers who had some bad luck earlier on today, really fighting back well in that A final.